Here's something that people should know.
Oh, Bobby, another round of let's debunk or explain the nuance. Let's go.
Here's something that people should know is that aluminum provokes an allergic response, and that's why it's valuable. So if you put the aluminum in with the viral antigen, your body now mounts an allergic response to that viral antigen, whether it's polio or hepatitis B or the HPV or whatever.
Okay, let's break this one down first because this is a big misrepresentation of immunology. Yes, aluminum is used in some vaccines, but it's not causing the allergic reactions to things in the environment. It's there as an adjuvant, meaning it helps the body build a stronger immune response so the vaccine works better. And if aluminum really caused widespread allergic reactions the way he's suggesting, we would be seeing an epidemic of severe vaccine-induced allergies in children, but we do not. Here's what is actually happening. Aluminum-containing vaccines have been given to millions of kids worldwide for over 70 years. They are incredibly well studied. And here's something most people don't realize. Your child is exposed to more aluminum daily through food, breast milk, and formula than what they get from vaccines. The aluminum in vaccines is a tiny, controlled amount specifically designed to make vaccines more effective. So no, aluminum isn't some dangerous allergen-carrying component sneaking into vaccines to harm kids. It's there to help their immune system respond better to the vaccine, which is the whole point of vaccines in the first place.
So, but what we now know, the science suggests, is that the aluminum also creates allergic responses to anything that's in the ambient environment.
No, there is no solid scientific evidence that aluminum adjuvants in vaccines cause generalized environmental allergies. The idea that injecting aluminum somehow makes a child allergic to everything around them isn't supported by immunology or epidemiology. If this were true, we would see dramatically higher rates of environmental allergies in vaccinated children versus unvaccinated children. And we have studies that show no relationship between allergies and vaccinations.
So if you have a peanut oil excipient in that vaccine and you put aluminum in it, now you could have a lifetime allergy to peanuts.
This is false. First of all, there is no licensed vaccine in the United States that contains peanut oil. This myth started with online misinformation, but has no basis in reality. Second, let's break down what an excipient actually is. An excipient is simply an ingredient in a medicine or vaccine that helps it work better. It's not the active part that fights germs, but it keeps everything mixed, safe, and stable. And even if peanut oil were in vaccines, which again, it is not, that's not how peanut allergies develop. The biggest factors in peanut allergies are genetics and early life dietary exposures, not vaccines. In fact, the biggest study on peanut allergies, the LEAP, Learning Early About Peanut study, found that introducing peanut products early in life actually lowers the risk of developing a peanut allergy. Nothing in this landmark study suggests that vaccines play any role in causing peanut allergies.
And, all of these food allergy epidemics date to the time that we started giving these kids this aluminum.
This ignores the actual concerning causes of food allergy. The rise in food allergies is something that is constantly being studied and is multifactorial, meaning many factors can contribute, including changes in immune system development, epigenetics, dietary trends, and environmental influences. One theory often discussed is the hygiene hypothesis, which suggests that because kids today are exposed to fewer infections and microbes, their immune systems may develop differently than in previous generations. However, vaccines do not contribute to this effect. In fact, vaccines activate the immune system in a way that mimics natural infection without causing disease. This means they strengthen immune responses rather than suppressing them. If the hygiene hypothesis were the main explanation, we'd expect kids who receive vaccines to have weaker immune systems overall, which is not what we see clinically. And finally, if aluminum in vaccines were truly responsible for food allergies, we would see clear epidemiological evidence showing higher allergy rates in vaccinated versus unvaccinated children. But we don't, because no such pattern exists. This is the problem with Robert Kennedy Jr.'s claims. He takes complex medical topics, throws in just enough scientific sounding language to make it seem plausible, and leaves out the actual high quality research that disproves his argument. The reality is aluminum in vaccines has been studied for decades and is safe in the amounts being used. There is no peanut oil in vaccines, and food allergies are caused by a mix of genetics, epigenetics, early dietary exposure, and environmental factors, not the vaccine. I get it, parents want answers, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed when people confidently say things that sound alarming. But when we actually break it down claim by claim, we see that this narrative just doesn't hold up. If this video helped you understand the topic better, feel free to share it because every parent deserves real information, not fear-based headlines. See below for more.